Welcome back, guys. It's hot out here. Today we're going to be doing front shocks on a 2008 Dodge Ram. I guess it's a 1500. It doesn't say, but you don't need special tools. You just need a little bit of common sense, and I'm here to provide that to you. So let's get cracking. Enjoy the show. Stop going to garages. The aluminum coating lug nuts are like a perfect fit. If there's any dents in them whatsoever, then it's hard to get the socket. And then you got to work on getting it off before you can continue. So that's why I'm taking them off at the end by hand. As you can see, they're hard to get on. And you want to get them on all the way. Now that one's a little jammed up. Come on off in there. Alright, let's get this thing out of the way. Alright. Now normally in front you have struts, but as you can see here you have your coil, which is why I put my jack underneath the lower control arm right here. That way it holds the control arm up and I'm not going to have to worry about fighting this big coil. Now this big coil, if this was to jump out of here, it would literally go through a motor. So if this thing pops out and it takes off half of my face, before you call the ambulance, make sure you look at me with the camera. Okay, so we have to take off this bolt up here, this nut, off of the top of the shaft. And then we have to take these two off down here. And that's what's going to take this shock right out from the middle of the center of that right there. So we're going to save this part for last down here. And we're going to work on this up here because this is going to be the biggest thing. Also, I'm not going to do a lot of talking while I'm taking that out because of the simple fact that it's going to take a while and I'm just going to fast forward through it. So first thing we're going to do is put us a little bit of oil on this. It will help it come out tremendously. I don't have any WD-40. Normally the night before you would come out and spray that with WD-40. That way it eats up that rust or whatever. But I need to go to the store and get some more. I couldn't find mine. So another thing you'll notice before I get started, if I turn this, you can see, if you look here, you can see that turns at the same time. So you have to get up here on the top of this with a nut or with a socket and then turn that. So I'm going to go ahead and get me my wrench here. We're just going to put it on there. Now, because the nut itself has to loosen, this has to go clockwise. So you're going to set this to clockwise, not counterclockwise like you would normally would when you're taking a nut off. And I'm just going to let that sit right there and work on this. Wrench fell off, or the socket fell off. We're just going to go ahead and try to remove a little bit more All right, now as you can see, when you get up towards the top, there's no nut up here left for me to put a socket on there. That's where you're going to start running into problems. So I'm going to try to take a pair of pliers and put it down here on this nut, and then we'll see if I can get this thing to come loose. It looks like it'll, there we go. There, so that's how you get that guy off. You're going to take off the rubber, the plate and the rubber grommet that's going to go on there. And then we're going to go right up underneath here, and we're going to hit these. Oh, the wrong way. And there we go, and that thing just drops right on down through.